Scheduled for 12 rounds on Saturday, May 17th. Sergey Bohachuk is taking on Michael Fox in what can be considered a crossroads match for both. But this is a fight that will propel the winner into a possible title shot. Let's talk about this intriguing matchup. When Sergey Bohachuk takes on Michael Fox this Saturday, May 17th, it's going to be a test for both men. Both men have had setbacks in their careers, and both men have been looking for the opportunity to step back into title contention. When you think about Bohachuk, his last fight was a December 2024 victory over Ishmael Davis, but prior to that was an August majority decision loss to Virgil Ortiz Jr., who was recently crowned a titleist. But I felt like Bohachuk deserved the decision and nod against Ortiz. In the case of Michael Fox, it's a little bit different. From 2020 through 2022, over 3 matches, he had decision losses to Luke Santamaria. That was in August of 2020. In August of 2021, he dropped a decision to Gabriel Mastre, a fighter that we felt like that was a fight that Michael won, and the odds were stacked against him. His record currently is 24-4 with 5 KOs, whereas Bohachuk's record is 25-2 with 24 KOs. Both men have had the setbacks. The Aegis Kavaliauskas fight in October of 2022 proved to be a loss for Michael, that he decided to take some time away from the ring and reassess some things, coming back with 2 victories in 2024, one in July against Donald Ward, and a second fight toward the end of the year in November against Yaniel Alvarez. Both unanimous decision victories. For Fox, who's 6'4" with an 81-inch reach, he reminds me of a boxer of the ilk of Maurice Blocker. He can control distance and range. He throws sharp shots. He doesn't have a great deal of power, but he throws his punches with accuracy and proper technique. When you think about Bohachuk, he's a fighter that's more rugged, more in your face, and has been able to break down opponents. He had Virgil Ortiz Jr. down twice in their fight, and still they gave the decision to Ortiz. But I felt that he did everything that he needed to do in that fight to obtain a victory. It just goes to show that the politics of boxing sometimes still win out when fighters are aligned with top promoters, such as Ortiz Jr. Bohachuk also brings a bit of skill and guile to his efforts in the ring. And if he's able to crowd and pressure Fox will be at a tremendous disadvantage. He's going to have to establish that jab, step around, try to keep the fight in the center of the ring. When he has to tie Bohachuk up after certain advances or what have you, he's going to have to do it tactically and strategically. Turn him in circles counterclockwise, because Michael is a southpaw fighter. Bohachuk is an orthodox fighter. Turning him counterclockwise will offset what Bohachuk is trying to do and walking him backwards. Allow the ref to separate, step around the ref after you separate, and make Bohachuk start all over again. Those are little tidbits regarding tactical means of being effective in the fight for Michael Fox. Bohachuk also is a good body puncher when he's in there. He can disrupt his fighter's rhythm by punching along the hips and the liver, and he looks to roughhouse you on the inside. He is definitely a physical fighter, and he'll look to be physical against the thin and reedy Fox. But it will come down to what's inside, the inner fortitude of both men. And in that area, I do not think that Fox is lacking at all. But I do have caution and concern if Michael is going to be as confident as he may need to be against Bohachuk. The fact that he's taking the fight at all means that he's a real fighter and he's looking for his opportunity. But you have to box smart in this situation. You can't let Bohachuk have things his way. The Ukrainian is also going to be hungry because of what they've done with that Ortiz matchup. And he was supposed to also have an opportunity against Madrimov that fell through. So when we look at the landscape of the super welters, these two men could be headed in the same direction and be a collision course. But one of them will prevail. Who will it be? We have to tune in to find out. But this is going to be a competitive match. The match is headlining a few fights where we'll also see Trinidad versus Espinoza, and the ladies, Haruta against Marino. These are fights that are going to entertain, and they'll be on the UFC Fight Pass card on Saturday, May 17th. Look forward to this action. It should be thrilling and it should be entertaining. I hope that Michael Fox has an opportunity because I would love to see the young man advance. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know who you've got for this fight and this card. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.